Hey everyone, it's Mr. Bologno, and thanks for joining me. I'm taking you on a special tour of some of the sights and sounds I'm seeing in, where am I? New Orleans, Louisiana. Check it out. Not too long ago, I got a chance to visit New Orleans for a quick weekend trip, and it did not disappoint. The people of New Orleans were very kind and friendly. The food was amazing, and the art did not disappoint. The colors, the relationship with music, you could see it in all of the artwork throughout New Orleans. Now, we're going to focus on one artist who really stood out to me. His name is George Rodrigue. We passed by his art studio, and he is known for what is called the Blue Dog. Let's check him out.
Well, we've been here 25 years, so I like it. You know, it's the thing about Royal Street is that, you know, you get the general person, Miss America, Mr. America walking down the street, and you're exposed to criticism and praise. You know, that's what you get. You know, it's not like people walking into a museum looking for something. So you have to do something that really attracts the attention. And I didn't start out doing that, but that's to fight for that audience. It's great, you know, it's really great because it's a cross-section of the whole country here, you know, walks down Royal Street and the world, you know. You know, painting should be like a signature. Everybody's different. You know, you can't paint like someone else, you know, because at one point you stop. You have to look deep inside and paint what you feel, whatever it is, abstract, figurative, whatever it is. You really have to look at yourself and look at, I want to do this for me. Because if you're trying to do it for an audience, you're never going to amount to anything. I'm dealing with shape, color, design, ideas that in a graphic way, real graphics, you know, really when you look at it, you look at the graphics. You know, how did I, you know, why is the edges sharp and it looks like it was cut out and pasted? You know, I have a reason for everything. I can break down the painting. So it's really deeper than you normally would think. Photographs from my studio dog, Tiffany, who was with me for 10 years, and I used her pictures as a basis for this Loup Garou. And she was black and white dog, but when I did the first painting, I used the moon. There was a blue moon, so it was kind of natural, blue, gray, green dog sitting on a gravestone, you know, and that's how it started out, is that folklore legend of Loup Garou. I overheard people calling it the Blue Dog, and it changed in my mind what was the Blue Dog, what was it about. And so I dropped all the Cajun influence, I dropped the oak tree, I dropped everything with the painting, and just used it as a blue dog, and what does that mean, you know. It took another 5 years for me to figure out what it meant. Career can't be by what everybody's saying, because when I started painting the Blue Dog, everybody thought I was crazy. You know, you're ruining your career. You're not gonna. Why are you doing that? And I looked at it as a person, the dog. Just like my Cajun people. The dog was a person. The dog was something. It's eye level. It's instead of white, it's blue, and so it's a blue that doesn't relate to the rest of the painting. So no, you can't listen to anybody else. You have to listen to yourself. Before we would send out photographs of paintings. Now you put them on your website, and then we used to do postcards, and now we just put it on your Facebook. So that whole business has changed so fast, and you have to know, to keep up with it. You have to have people doing this for you. You got to know where you want to go. It's a new world, and it's exciting. I don't know where it's going to end.
Now that you learned a little bit about Louisiana artist George Rodrigue, it's time to get our sketchbooks and we're going to start drawing our own blue dog. All right, kids, I am ready. I am sitting here in one of my classrooms with my sketchbook. Hope you have yours out too, and a pencil. So we're going to do our own version of George Rodrigue's Blue Dog. And I thought later on, even though you're following these basic steps, you'll have time to make any other details you want on your dog. For instance, if you have your own dog, your own pets, you could make it look like that pet too. But let's start out the way George Rodrigue started his. So you have your sketchbook. Make sure you're on a blank sheet of paper and a pencil. I am going to start off with basic shapes and draw it nice and big. You don't want to draw your little dog this big because that'll be too small to draw all those details. I am going to first start off with a very light oval. Okay. Then for the nose, I want you to draw almost like a Hershey shape or a triangle. It starts in the middle of the oval and then goes underneath it. I might as well erase this part too. That'll be for his snout. For the ears, George Rodrigue's dog has really long, almost chihuahua-like ears, triangular ears. I'm going to start here. I'm going to draw a triangle. Then I'll start on this side, on the left side, draw another triangle. I already kind of see it right now. Then under the face, don't worry, I'll get to the eyes, nose, mouth in a little bit. I see that his dog's sitting. So I want you to draw an oval or jelly bean shape like that. I'm pausing a little bit so you can follow along. Then for the front paws from the left side, I go down and then make this shape. I can make the little toes, the paws later. I'm just drawing basic shapes. And on the other side, the right side, I go down, I'm aligned with this one, make it thicker, and draw the foot here. Again, not drawing many details. His back leg shows a little bit, it peeks out a little bit, and then that's one foot. And then the other foot shows a little bit here. Now that I did the basic shapes of the basic outline of the blue dog, I'm now going to go in with details. So I will start with the stripe in the middle of George Rodrigue's dog's face. Above that triangle, I'm going to draw 2 lines almost to the top of the head, And I see that it's like fur, so I'm going to draw a zigzag line. Then, for the eyes, that's easy. Right here on the left side, a circle, then another circle. I will draw a little circle, the pupil of the eye, and then fill that in. It's about balance. Whatever I draw on the right side, I draw it on the left, in terms of facial details. Then I see he has not eyebrows, but darker fur. It looks like eyebrows. And then fur around the eye here. So zigzag lines, a whole bunch of little lines to make it look like the dog is furry. I need to add some fur on the edges here too. We could have done this later, but it's bugging me. I want to do it now. Within the triangular ears, I see another triangle. For the nose, right under this line here that I erased, it's like a square, curvy square. Two skinny ovals. Do you see that? And then the mouth is this curve. So that's the mouth. That's his bottom lip. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Then I'm almost done. Give him some fur. Add some more, like these are called cross-hatching lines. The more lines you add, the furrier your dog looks, right? And then for the paws, to separate the toes so it doesn't look like boots, just add a couple curved lines. That should be fine on the end. And there we go. Our first day of the Blue Dog art lesson is over. Next week, we are going to outline and color this, mostly in blue, because that's what the project is called, the Blue Dog, right? So I hope you had fun with this. If you have any questions at all, contact your art teacher or send them a comment on Seesaw. Send them the question on Seesaw. They would be happy to help you. If you're watching it with them, they can help you right now. Stay tuned for part 2. All right, everyone. Bucky and I would like to thank you for joining us for part 1 of our Blue Dog lesson. Bucky, would you like to be turned blue? Well, guess what? I did a drawing of Bucky here as a blue dog. Check this out, and then after the video, you can get started on your own project. Bye, everyone.